Hey guys, in today's video I'll be playing a Izzet Prowess deck by Murasame Takeru. This is a deck that I found on mtgdecks.net that recently has gone 82% win rate, 14 wins and 3 losses. It is one of the tier 1 decks and it is using one of the new cards from the new set, Death to Our Enemies. So I'm really excited to try this deck out. We're going to be doing it in a best of 1 standard event, and we're going to see how it goes. So yeah, let's jump in. This deck is also running, I guess, the Peter's camera, or Spider-Man's camera, whatever it's called. So excited to see how that kind of affects it. All right, we've got the card here, Death to Our Enemies. So basically we're just looking to get this plan out and then start playing non-creature spells, and it'll eventually give us 7 extra damage that we can divide among 2 targets after we have gotten the 4th plan counter on it. So yeah, let's try it out. Okay, I think we'll just start with Sleight of Hand here, just try to set up our hand a little bit. We are going to want an extra land, so let's pick up the land here. We might natural draw extra land, but I think getting this out ASAP feels pretty good. All right, there's Peter Parker's camera, so we can use this. It's got 3 film counters on it. We can use it to remove a film counter, to copy an activated or triggered ability. So hopefully we can use that to copy the Death to Our Enemies to do 7 extra damage. At least that's the plan. Against mono green, I don't think they have much removal, so maybe we just start going here with Slickshot. I guess it depends on like what flavor. All right, so if it's Gear Hulk, then they're gonna have access to like a couple Seam Rips and a Melt Strider's Resolve. But I wonder if this almost plays a little bit more like a combo deck, just getting the Death to Our Enemies set up and then just sort of going off. So let's see if we can push some big damage here. I guess you can also use the camera to like copy the triggered ability from Slickshot if you need just like a little bit of extra damage. Maybe we can use the camera to also like add extra tokens or extra plan counters. So I guess let's start here. Let's see, let's do opt to get flow state going. I think we're good on land. I suppose we could have waited to play the starting town, so that was maybe a mistake. Yeah, actually, now we only have access to red mana. It's a little awkward. But next turn we should have some extra mana. So if we can survive through next turn, this could get pretty nasty. And I don't know if we're going to need like full control to like respond to our own stuff. Maybe it'll give us like a window. I guess we'll find out. All right, let's start with flow state. So I guess we could use the camera now to get another trigger off, or one more play encounter here. But since we're going to get it anyways, let's just copy the other effect when it blows up. Let's see, we've got extra mana, so we can probably go for flow state here. Oh, I guess we can get both of these. That's nice. So now I think we flow state again, and then we can... All right, so we've got the plan counter, so we'll copy the other triggered ability of death to our enemies. So now let's copy that. And this should be game. I mean, that's 14 damage right there. This is pretty nuts, actually. Let's see. I feel like I lost a trigger there. I wonder if I've misclicked or something. You know what? I think I just didn't click on like the, I don't think it's not going to matter because we've got lethal here, but I think I missed like copying the trigger. But yeah, super cool deck though. Looks really, looks really fun to play. This thing doesn't have reach, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. All right, 1-0. Opening hand looks good. We've got talent, show off, the camera. All right, against Boros, probably want to plot the show off here. Just try to set up for a big turn. And there's death to the enemies, so yeah, this is nice. They've got mana open, so we're probably just gonna play death to our enemies and then pass. Look for a window where they can't respond to the slick shot. And we can use some of these other counters, because it comes with 3, to start building death to our enemies faster. All right, how do we want to do this? Guess we could do like the Boomerang Basics, play with the talent, kind of get that going. Yeah, I guess let's get Peter Parker's camera. And since they still have mana up here, we're just going to hold back on our Slickshot. And let's just pass. So next turn we're going to have a bunch of extra mana, which is great. We can do like the dance to get back the Boomerang Basic and keep it going. They're stuck on mana. Oh wow, we've got another one. Yeah, that's awesome. Do we have, yeah, we've got enough mana to copy it now. So again, they've got mana up, so they're ready for our Slickshot. So maybe we just hold off on playing it this turn. And let's see if we can get the Peter Parker's camera to work. Fourth counter, 7 damage. All right, I think we can copy this if I'm doing this right. Okay, so we're doing 7 here and submit. And I think we just got to choose it again. Huh. Yeah, I feel like maybe I wonder if I have to choose like a different target or what's going on here. Should work. Yeah, for some reason, I guess that part isn't working. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. Put it in the comments if you guys know like sort of what the issue is. All right, let's just kind of keep getting back Boomerang Basics here. Just kind of keep that train rolling. Oh, and that's really nice. Now we can get another Slickshot ready. We're at 19, so maybe we just take the hit on Steam Vents for the extra mana. I think we're okay. Just plot this one also, just in case they ever go sort of shields down. And no need to use the opt right now. Yeah, if they want to keep killing our tokens, we're totally fine with that. Okay, so it is Boros Burn. So maybe paying for the Steam Vents was a little bit shaky. All right, now that we've got 2, I think we can just go for it. And I guess we can like copy one of these with Peter Parker's camera so it's not completely lost. I feel like there's probably a way to copy like the extra 7 damage, but just it's not working. All right, so let's, I guess, just keep it rolling here. Make them both lethal targets. Yeah, that's going to do it. Good enough. Yeah, Izzet Prowess was already like a really scary deck. And now that it has like this crazy combo nonsense, it feels so much stronger. All right, opening looks great. Yeah, like every hand that you get with one of those death to our enemies just feels just supercharged. All right, we need a little bit more mana, I think. So we do eventually want to hit 3. So I think we can just take the Verge here. This is probably Excruciator. So they probably take Slickshot, I'm guessing. The nice thing is like Slickshot, it's okay against us, but it's not like when they take Ouroboros and use it against us in some other decks, which is just out of control. All right, let's go ahead and, even though shields are down, I think we just want to set up so we can get as much out of this as possible. They don't run that many counters, I don't think, probably just like 3 steps. So we might be able to get like a nice window to get Slickshot rolling. This also protects it from like another deceit or whatever. All right, so we've got sorceries. Let's get instant going. I guess we can just burst lightning them. I guess we do have a little bit of a window here. So maybe just like burst lightning plus flow state. We'll get some damage in. Won't be able to kill them, but this will get us closer to kind of more stuff. So I think this is probably fine. Just push. We could also 3-spell here overflow state. So just like burst lightning plus double sleight. Charm is nice. Do we want more mana? I guess we can't really Boomerang Basics anything here, so I guess just picking up the Charm. We'll just get this into the yard, set up the flow state. So like, now they'll kill the Show-Off, but hopefully this will get us closer to like one of our death to our enemies or something like that. Yeah, I don't know if we're supposed to wait there. I guess let's see if we can hit land. I mean, land is okay. Can probably do better than both of these, though. We just want to get to our plans, I think. Okay, there's another Show-Off. As long as they don't have, like... I suppose they could do, like, Spider-Man into Deceit, which would be pretty rough. Okay, Spell Pierce is great. Man, these Boomerang Basics kind of suck right now, though, I gotta say. I guess we could Show-Off and then just Boomerang Basics it to draw a card. It's not terrible, I suppose. I suppose the only thing is, like, if they find another Deceit, they could take our Slickshot. But I think drawing cards here is just pretty important. We could also just, like, play camera, bounce it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to plot this just to, like, set it aside and then set up camera. Then we can start bouncing camera to draw cards. All right, they do have Spider-Man to get Deceit back. They've got another one, so like even if we bounce this Spider-Man, they just do it again, which feels pretty bad. I guess let's start drawing cards. They've only got 2 cards in hand, so like maybe they don't have removal, so maybe we just push a little bit. All right, we can copy the trigger for Show-Off, or we could just replay this so it's not that big of a difference. I guess maybe we can get deeper into our deck, so let's just replay it. Okay, that actually worked pretty well. They could easily have removal, but I think getting that nice chunk of damage feels pretty good. And if they don't take our flow state, then maybe we just get deeper into the deck. Okay, they do have... they got another answer for it. Oh well, it is what it is. probably take Flow State again. All right, I guess we don't have enough mana to copy. Actually, we can't just copy Flow State. There's Death to our enemies, although we have enough to go for Burst Lightning next turn. If we play Starting Town, so yeah, we can just do both of those. That feels pretty good. Guess we can wait on, let's see. Do we hold camera just in case? Like if they remove Burst Lightning, we want to have this to start building, but we don't have a lot of time. So maybe we just go for it and just play camera this turn and then try to just get them next turn with Burst Lightning. Yeah, I'm not sure. Obviously, like if they have a counter, it's pretty awful. If they keep mana up, maybe we just like wait for their next upkeep. Oh, what a beating. So we could Burst Lightning in response, but if we draw another Burst Lightning, we win anyways. So maybe we just let them take it. This way they have to take Burst Lightning, and then next turn we can at least get started with Death to our enemies. I don't think there's really... I'm trying to think if there's any upside of Burst Lightning right now, because they get Death to our enemies, then like if we draw a Slickshot, it's not enough. So I think we just let them choose. Yeah, Duress is pretty strong right here. Yeah, that was really, really well timed. All right, I mean, that's a start. It's not great because they can still just get us. We can still top deck Burst Lightning. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't just attack last turn. Don't know what our opponent's thinking about here. I guess maybe they're like afraid of like otters. Like that's legit. Like they don't know we don't have any otters in the deck. But they might just be afraid of like hasty otters. Yeah, I suppose when in doubt, just draw a billion cards. Okay, deceit number 3. They now have perfect information. Can still top deck Burst Lightning here. Prismari Charm. Can try to draw. Guess like if we copy the triggered ability, it's still not enough. We can bounce one of their 4/4s, so we don't just die. So I don't think we can draw like any card to win this turn, unfortunately. Oh man, the 2 life is gonna get us. Yeah, that's too bad. Fortunately, that's exactly enough to get there. All right, 2 and 1. Could be another Prowess deck, or maybe Spellementals. Ooh, or something very different. Could just run, I mean, it's mono blue, so we're not, at least so far, so we're not super worried about like removal on Slickshot, so maybe we just get it in there. Just start setting up. Could have bounce, I suppose, but next turn we start setting up with death to our enemies. Could have a counter here, but I think I just want to get it going. All right, we can Boomerang Basics, or I suppose we could just make recast the talent, which is probably a little bit better than just use that as a blocker if we need to. Take a little bit of pain here. Just keep the cards coming. Actually, I wonder if they were in range. See, that's good on top. So if we had burst lightning there, do we have lethal? Because we can do 7. Yeah, never mind, they're just dead. I suppose they could have like spell pierce. I suppose we'll find out. That should do it, unless they've got bounce. All right, good enough. Three and 1. Opener looks great. We've got Slickshot, death to our enemies, and talent. Yeah, feeling good. Like, it's possible maybe you hold this and then like play it after you play death to our enemies, but I think getting stuff going still feels pretty good. So I don't know about that. I think we're drawing enough cards, doing enough stuff that that maybe we just play it out. All right, so they could have a little bit of burn here. I think we're still going for death to our enemies and taking the pain. Just get it started. It's like 7 damage is a lot. I suppose they could also have like spell pierce or counter or whatever. Since they've got mana up, we're going to hold off on Slickshot. And I guess they're just lessons. So they could have had counter there, I suppose. We just get our second one going, since they've got mana up, and just hold. We might want to get to a place where we have like double Slickshot. Because yeah, they're just holding up removal here. It's fairly obvious. Wow, they discarded abandoned attachments. That's funny. Okay, so let's just do the Boomerang Basics game. I suppose we could start with Sleight. See if we can hit our land drop. Ooh, another talent is good. Opt is also great just to kind of keep it going. And I don't know that we need another talent since, I suppose if they counter the next one, maybe it's good. But like if they have like Ira's Demonstration, I think Opt is just better. All right, let's Since we've got 2 mana, or an extra 2 mana, let's see if we can bounce this and just keep the train rolling. This way we can play around like a single copy of It'll Quench You. Alright, now we've got some more land. Ooh, they have Spider Sense. That's good. Huh. Is a good answer to it. We could do another talent. But like if they have demonstration, doesn't really do too much. Maybe we just opt to find another death to our enemies. If they have another Spider Sense, it's kind of awkward. We will take another basics. Yeah, I guess let's... I suppose Stormchasers is fine. So we're going to force an Iros this turn, I think. There it is, yep. Nice thing now, I suppose, like with this death to our enemies, like we have no fear of. Actually, I suppose we could maybe level this up to 6. Maybe just do that, and then just like keep bouncing and recurring. Yeah, I suppose we could probably do that. Like force continual Iros. Yeah, I guess with all this extra mana, we can just do that. It's like now if they go to counter, we still have mana to cover it. Okay, I suppose if they do 3 steps, it's a little annoying. Just make us like start over here with Stormchasers. Suppose we just bounce death to our enemies. Actually, probably should have done that a lot earlier. Just thought of that. All right, we can use Prismari Charm also. I think, is that all 4? 3, yeah, all 4. Wow. They're just like living in mortal fear of this Slickshot. It's great. Spell Pierce feels pretty good. Guess we can, yeah, we can bounce the Stormchasers now, I suppose. We still have enough to play around. It'll quench you. And we've got Spell Pierce backup. So they're going to need another Iroh's demonstration. Okay, Consult, we can counter that. They're gonna need another Iroh's. I guess if they have like their own Stormchasers, they can just go and like get it back. Yeah, they're not gonna have enough mana to get this done. Yep, nice, got there. Just like play the slick shot, hold it over their head the whole game, make them just like terrified of doing anything. Feels great. So 4 and 1. Yeah, opener looks good. Could be mono black. Decent chance they've got removal, so maybe we just set up. could also come back to this and do like flow state to try to fix our draws a little bit. Yeah, I think I kind of want to flow state here first. Well, I suppose we could do it next turn. I guess let's just get in, set up with... Okay, so they do have removal. Good to know. Skeletons. Okay, now we can set up another Slickshot. I think that's probably best. I suppose we could try to go flow state and try to get some cards. I think maybe just setting up another one feels pretty good. It's a nice pickup. So I guess like if they're holding 2 pieces of removal, we could try to go for it, or we could just develop a little bit more. We could just Boomerang Basics here. I kind of like that, and just try to get them in on a turn where they don't have open mana. Or I suppose I should have done this before combat. Whatever. Oh man, okay, I can't turn that down. This is too good. Triple Slickshot is going to be nuts. Mechanics makes sense. So they probably have like 1 unrequiting hex. Can try to hit more land. This is definitely the go turn though. All right, now we can opt and then set up for flow state. Yeah, Steam Vents will work. We want more mana. Now we can flow state. Well, I guess it's no different than just like, we only have 3 mana to play with here. Guess it's about the same. And I think now we'll just talent here, just for a blocker. So we're expecting like 1 unrequiting hex. There it is. So they go to 21, go down to 7. Okay, they've got their demon back, so they're gaining life again. But now they're going to need 2 more pieces of removal. We can use Charm to bounce their creatures, or 1 damage to 2 targets. I think let's start there. If they have another Requiting Hex, it's kind of awkward. I suppose if we flow state, we could try to find an untapped land. It's probably the way out. Oof. Well, it's going to be enough. I guess they don't ever move for the Slickshot, so we got there. All right, 5-1. Yep, opener looks great. Got Spell Pierce, depending on what they play. All right, and let's see, they've got, this might be Jeskai control, so I think we just start setting up. Try to hit him in 1 turn. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Azorius Flash, I guess. Thing is, though, we can Boomerang Basics this the turn we want to go off, so I'm not super worried about that. They're going to have counters up. They have like Aven. So maybe we just bounce this now, and then we can try to Spell Pierce it. Is that better? Just get some damage in. Yeah, I guess let's bounce it. Got to do that first so we can get slick shots going. I believe this is Azorius Flash. Like, if we're wrong and this is Jeskai, it's going to be super awkward. All right, now we've got a flow state. So they could have, like, Aang here. They could have Aven. We want to make sure these have at least 3 power. Could just flow state again. But do we want to hold up Spell Pierce for their High Noon? Kind of want to. Yeah, there's Aang. I guess we just get Slickshot going again. They could High Noon. Yeah, I think we just want it in play. Could have Aven here. They could have another Aang. Ooh, that's great. Could flow state. If we flow state, we hold up Spell Pierce. Could just get death to our enemies going. But I feel like that's a really important one to be able to protect. I think I'm going to flow state here instead. Just give us a little bit more tools. Could Boomerang the Aang, but let's just get talent going, I think. Although maybe we just hold up Spell Pierce, but if they play it first, they can play around it. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to navigate this match. So I think we got to bounce High Noon again here. They can counter it, which is awkward. Conductor is pretty good. Yeah, that's really nice with Interrupter. It's just super good. So they're going to basically counter anything we play. Guess we try for the Boomerang Basics one more time. Doesn't really help us, they just replay it next turn. Yeah, that's pretty nasty hard lock. If you guys know how to like navigate this matchup, put it in the comments. I'd love to know because I'm pretty sure I'm like misplaying it here. Yeah, and Curiosity is super good against us. Yeah, High Noon's just so good against this deck. Well, we've got mana, but we don't have like, or we have the ability to play more spells, but we don't have much more mana, unfortunately. Can get Slickshot in there, but they can just chump. Death to our enemies is nice, but we don't have enough mana to really get it going. Yeah, this is a little rough. Guess we get Death to our enemies down. I think we have to chump next turn. I guess they just bounce Aang and then bounce this, and then that's probably just game. And they've got a free bounce with Aang. Alright, so if we try to go for Slickshot, that's not going to work. They can just bounce it. They can also bounce Death to our enemies. I think we're probably just dead, but unless they majorly misplay here. Suppose we can spell pierce the all board, which is kind of cool. Well, we haven't got enough mana for this one, so we need to hit land here. So now if we burst lightning them and they fall for the all aboard into spell pierce, like we can get death for enemies going, hit them for 7, but they can still block is the problem. So it's just not quite enough. Oh well. Maybe kind of almost sort of turned it around, but not quite. Hit him for 7, but then lose. So it goes. Yeah, I guess if we like... We didn't quite have enough to like kill 2 of these and then block and just fun to see how far we could take it. All right, 5 and 2. If we can pick up another land, this is a pretty nice opener. Could be like Spellementals or something else. All right, let's see if we can find some land. Looks good. Now, question here is if we want to wait to like play death to our enemies and then go for talent, but I think we just want to get talent going. You could go either way, I suppose. This gives it like a little bit of like on the board presence, a little bit of damage in. think we go for it. If they've got counters, they've got counters. All right, so they're getting close to having enough for crab. I guess they have enough because they've got 3 plus 4 for 7. So they can get us this turn with crab. All right, let's get Sleight going. Like their plan is probably just crab into Sunderflock. All right, there's the camera. We want more land though. And like, man, I feel like there's got to be a way to make this work. Please put it in the comments if you know if I'm just like screwing it up somehow. Because it just, I feel like he wanted to be able to copy the 7 damage. I'm sure that was the plan. But I'm going to take the land here. We do need the land just to get more stuff going. Here's crab, I assume. Yeah, there's the crab. Could try to Burst Lightning Hydro-Man here, but like, very good chance they have like other spells I can play in response. That feels pretty bad. Oh, wait, we're not at the end of the turn yet. All right, we can flow state. Could also go and get Prismari Charm, bounce Sunderflock just so we don't die, but they can still just like crab. We need like Burst Lightning plus Prismari Charm to bounce like this and that, but if they have any spells, we just lose. I think I'm just going to go for flow state here. Could just try to kill their Sunderflock. Is there any chance we can draw into enough to win this turn? It's possible. I think I'm going to try to hit them both. I don't know if this is right. Not sure if we're supposed to do it this way. Okay, so we can still go and get back. I suppose we could like get back death to our enemies and replay it. They can currently hit us for at least 8 next turn because of Crab. Can get Prismari Charm, bounce Crab so we don't die. Buy ourselves a little bit more time. Yeah, maybe that's the way. Problem is like we need another land to get this going because it's going to be 4 and then 2 more. Yeah, I guess we have to go down. If they have like, this could go wrong in so many ways. If they have like 2 spells for Hydro Man, we're just done. They have Spell Pierce here, they get us. Or Spell Snare, that works too. This is definitely a cool deck though. It seems like it has a lot of potential. Opponent is going deep in the tank here. What have you got? Yeah, like if he has 2 spells next turn, like we lose anyways. Did he just like DC? Like what happened? All right, decent chance we just lose here, but let's see how it plays out. All right, I guess that is DC'd. Whatever, we'll take it. All right, so now I think we want to get Peter Parker's camera going. I think we still need to get back Prismari Charm here just in case he has Crab again. So we have just enough mana to do that again. So I think we got to do that to be safe. If he times out here, I guess he times out, but it's never over until it's completely over. Okay, I guess he just disconnected. Okay, there's Crab. All right, any 2 spells or a counter, and like we're super done. All right, that's gonna do it. So ended up going 5 and 3. Yeah, really cool deck. I feel like definitely understanding the interaction with Peter Parker's camera, how to make that happen. I'm not sure, just like misclicking or who knows what, but if anybody knows, put it in the comments. Yeah, but let's take a look at the deck. So I really, really liked the sort of combo feel of the Death to Our Enemies plan. Like just setting this up and then just doing like your usual Stormchaser's talent, Boomerang Basics loop, and just doing that over and over, and then just like nugging them for 7 every time that happens. And like being able to use talent to get back Death to Our Enemies is also great. And I think you've got enough between the talent and the Slickshot to like set up wins, kind of like we did. So yeah, really cool deck. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.